Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Wyrock. In today's episode, we're asking the question, do you need a nemesis? This is prompted by a pretty bizarre opinion piece in the New York Times this past week by Rachel Feinzeg, who was arguing that the key to success in life just might be you finding an enemy, someone that you can compare yourself to, someone whose success makes you want to work harder, someone whose downfall gives you motivation. As proof for her view, Ms. Feinzig pointed to various celebrities. Michael Jordan was notorious for this, keeping grudges and score to fuel him. Tom Brady, NFL quarterback, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, did the same thing. T. Swift, Swifties, she is often known to be driven by holding and harboring grudges, having enemies in the music world. And so the argument goes, if it works for them, why wouldn't it work for you? And in fact, Wharton School of Business has done some research that shows when you feel like an underdog, you are at your most motivated. And the opinion piece goes on to say that in the social media era, it's not hard to find somebody you can easily hate. It's not hard to find somebody who's a little bit ahead of you. Hey, this might come from insecurity, but why not channel it for success? I'd never heard anyone be this brazen about this. We all have probably done this a time or two. No one ever said it was a good thing, at least not out loud. But I have to say, you don't need a nemesis. You need purpose. So the Bible goes the complete opposite way. It warns us that bitterness actually enslaves us. It doesn't set us free. That's because comparison will always ultimately lead to either envy, I wanted to measure up and I didn't, or pride, I wanted to measure up and I did, and I'm better than that person. Envy and pride might fuel your success professionally, but they'll destroy you relationally and in terms of your own mental and emotional health. That's why Jesus said there is a better way. He calls us in Matthew chapter 5 to actually love our enemies, to find the good in them, to celebrate the fact that they're made in the image of God, and to look for ways to serve them, not to hate them because of their success. That's because Jesus pointed us to a higher calling for our purpose. The Bible tells us in Colossians 3 that we should do everything we do for the glory of God. Paul will say in 1 Corinthians, whether you eat or drink, do it for the glory of God. That's because our fuel is a response to the gospel because of who God is, because of what he's done in me and for me, because of the fact that he set me free from comparison, from envy and pride, because I don't find my value in how I stack up. There's not a scoreboard. I find my value in the finished work of Jesus Christ. So that means I'm free to pursue success, but with humility. That was the model of Jesus, by the way, who in a very short life changed the entire trajectory of human history. But according to Philippians 2, he did it with a spirit of humility. Listen, are you trying to motivate and drive yourself through comparison, through pride and envy? Is social media having you constantly stack yourself up against other people? Jesus has a better way. Remember what God has already said about you. Work from value, not for value. What you'll find is not only will you succeed, but instead of repelling everyone on your way up, you'll actually be drawing them close. People will feel more loved by you, not less. There is a better way, not a nemesis, but purpose in Jesus. Hey, thanks so much for watching this episode of Wake Up, Look Up. While you're here, take a minute to like and subscribe. Really helps us get the word out. Don't hesitate to leave a review wherever you might find this podcast on an audio level and help spread the word. And hey, while you're here, check out all the other content we have at Christ Community Chapel on YouTube. Some of those videos are popping up on the screen now. Click on one.